Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about an interesting idea that was part of my motivation for starting this channel in the first place. For those who don't know me, my name is Jake. I'm active duty military and I post weekly about military and finance topics. But in today's video, I want to get into an interesting idea proposed by an AI expert and a technologist whose name is Kevin Kelly. And the name of the theory or the idea is 1,000 true fans. And what do I mean by this? It was first proposed by this guy named Kevin Kelly, and he published it. It's a very short essay on a website called Technium. You can check it out. And he had been talking about this idea for several years, and then finally he made this article in 2008. And it's a very simple math equation where basically if you have 1,000 true fans willing to spend on you $100 worth of profit after expenses, that will generate for you a six-figure income of $100,000. Now he admits that the number 1,000 is arbitrary. You could scale it ever so slightly. Let's say you had 5,000 true fans that only spent $20 a year on you. That still gets you to 100,000, six figures. And what the point of this idea is that our perception of celebrity is entirely wrong. When you think of celebrity, somebody making a living as a creator, you think of maybe an actor like Tom Cruise or a musician like Katy Perry. The problem is those people are in the 1%. They're making millions. If you just want to have a good life, a good living as an original creator, you don't need millions. You don't even need hundreds of thousands of fans or supporters. You only need 4 digits. You only need about 5, 6, 7,000. So our perception of reality is not correct, and it's almost like we've been lied to by our culture. And the reason why is because things changed. In the last 20 years, the relationship between creators or entertainers and then consumers or fans has started to become mixed and blended because of technology. I think the term people use now is prosumers. Everyone is a producer and a consumer now. And in the past, you needed intermediaries. If you wanted to become a musician, you needed to get signed by a record company and have an agent and then work with a production team. And it was, this big long process with lots of people involved. But the internet has cut out the need for all those intermediary people. If you're a producer, a creator, I list a bunch of jobs here: blogger, actor, musician, writer, author, artist, comedian, photographer, chef, dancer, filmmaker, sculptor. If you just make something and are willing to seek an audience, interact with that audience, and then receive from that audience, you don't need those intermediaries. If you were an author 30 years ago, you needed to go to a publishing company who then went to a manufacturer who then sold to a bookstore, and then you needed clerks to sell your material. If you're an author today, all you need is a website, and then you can e-publish yourself and get people to give you however much money you think you can get to sell your books or whatever your content is. So once again, you don't need a lot of production or staff or producers or intermediaries. You just need to be willing, and not everyone is, but you need to be willing to have direct interaction with your fans or your followers. I list all the ways that I can think of that you can monetize yourself on the internet these days: starting a YouTube channel that runs ads, direct sponsors either on Instagram or YouTube, merchandise, sell t-shirts, coffee mugs, anything with your likeness or name on it. You can do affiliate marketing and links, or have an Amazon store where you review products that you use or you enjoy, and then you get a commission on the sale of those products. You can also just have your own website. If you're a photographer and you want to sell prints, having your own website and directly selling it is a great way to make money. Public events is a huge one. If you just create a Facebook page, a Facebook event, and say, hey, I'm in this town on this day, who wants to meet at a coffee shop, and then sell things when you're there, people want to meet you. They want your attention and they want to support you so that you can keep doing what they like. You can also do private coaching calls, either Skype or telephone. You can, live stream on Twitch. And then obviously self-publishing. If nobody wants to publish your book, publish yourself. That's what the internet is for. Anyone can do it. And as an example of anyone can do it, I want to go through some examples of some YouTube channels that I've found recently that to me just perfectly illustrates the point I'm trying to make. The first one is by a channel named Jim Lee Elevators, and we'll just watch his intro video real quick.
Hi everybody, my name is Jim. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos of elevators, trains, aviation, hotel tours, road trips, public transit, and more.
So yeah, this guy started a YouTube channel because his passion was elevators. And so I checked out his channel, and he just goes to famous buildings around the world and then does a review of the inside of their elevators. And this guy has 26,000 subscribers, and his channel has over 56 million views. If you try and figure out like what the per mil view to dollar ratio is, like this guy has made a lot of money, and he just takes his phone and does elevator reviews of famous buildings. The next channel I want to talk about is, it's called Sean Woods, and it's a guy who does something called Mousetrap Mondays.
I receive a lot of questions on my YouTube channel about how I film my Mousetrap Monday videos. People are curious what camera gear I use, what's the filming process. I'm not trained.
So this guy makes videos, kind of like review of products or do it yourself, how to live trap or catch and kill vermin, mice, rats, possums, raccoons, squirrels. And his channel has over 1 million subscribers and over 325 million views. This guy has to be doing this full time. And he just makes videos on how to kill vermin and, household pests. 1 million subscribers. The last channel that I've actually been subscribing to for 10 years, and it's really cool to see how this guy has grown over time. It's called Pogo. You might have seen his videos before, but he is a South African who lives in Australia, and he remixes basically like childhood movies into kind of cool techno.
Christopher Robin, what?
I don't want to play too much because I don't want this video to get a copyright strike. But he has 800,000 subscribers. He does this as his full-time job. And because he started this YouTube channel and started making these videos, Disney actually contacted him and then asked him to work with them on some projects. So it's just a really cool story. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube recommend it to other people. In addition, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or you have any reactions to this really cool idea of 1,000 true fans. In addition, consider subscribing to my channel. Once again, I post weekly about military and finance topics, but if something interests me like this, I'm going to share it with you guys. So check out my channel. Until next time, take care.